You're listening to part 2 of our interview with affiliate marketing expert Ivan Teodorina of Solomon Advertising. In part 1, Ivan shared his journey into the industry and dropped serious knowledge on avoiding fraud, managing partners, and setting your affiliate program up for long-term success. Now in part 2, we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Commission strategies, why Amazon might be your best friend and your competition, and how to choose the right platform based on your goals, not hype. Let's dive in.
So I love the value prop of affiliate marketing because nobody gets paid until there's a sale being made, right? So I think brands see it as a lower risk channel. And can you tell me a little bit more about how that actually works, and what are like some other cost considerations, or maybe just averages? Like you talked about 5%, 15%. What's like normal? Tell me about like the nuts and bolts of the actual transaction of affiliate marketing and how brands can use it and succeed with potentially as low as risk as possible.
Yeah. So one thing I will say, and most seasoned affiliate managers will say this as well, is that it's not a build it and they will come mentality that should be had with affiliate marketing. It's not, there's, I think because social media advertising, media buying on social media platforms and SEM in general, where you're directly buying the traffic, you're targeting audiences, you're bidding on keywords, right? And in some form, you really are buying your traffic. There's more of a direct result of what your dollars are doing for you, and pretty immediately, right? Or within a very short window of time. And I think that expectation is carried over into affiliate marketing. Well, hey, SEM's doing well for us. Why not see if we can get a better return on affiliate marketing? Because I hear that you get all of the upfront, placement with no payment until the back end when there's actually a sale that's generated. That sounds awesome, And so I think there's this false expectation that what happens when you're buying the traffic directly will result you'll get the same results in affiliate marketing. And that's just not the case. You can run an SEM at a small scale for a small kind of new to market business. As a solopreneur, kind of wearing all the hats, you can run a pretty successful SEM strategy and program in the early phases of running that channel. But with affiliate marketing, I think one really important caveat is that you're dealing with real people on the other end. You're not bidding, you're not in an auction system where you're selecting target keywords or audiences and then saying, hey, here's how much I'm willing to, here's my bidding limits, and let the algorithm kind of do some of that bidding for you. And as you scale up, there's more hands-on management of campaigns. But in affiliate marketing, from day one, it's all hands-on. You launch your program, awesome. You're going to get all the coupon partners that apply day one, now that they see a new program that's available to them to apply into. But if you're wanting endemic media, quality relationships, creators across all platforms that are relevant to your brand to partner with you, it's blocking and tackling, as they say, right? You have to do the recruitment, send that email, contact them in some way, make them a value proposition that is also valuable to them, not just you. Understand the landscape of, hey, do competitors in my landscape also have affiliate programs? And across all of them, what's their average cookie duration? What's their average commission that they're offering? Can I offer the same or better? Because the affiliates are aware of what they're earning across other marketplaces, other retail sites, other direct-to-consumer brands programs. So they're going to know exactly where you fall into the roster of value on your default terms. So you have to go out there and just find these partners and make them an offer, literally over the phone, through a DM, through an email, contact them directly. And that's why you have to have a lot of affiliate programs fail, not because the product isn't good, or because there isn't demand for it, or it's because there just isn't hands-on management of the program itself. Even if it's a junior person, even if it's someone running another channel, but kind of checks in on the affiliate channel in the early days, in the early phases of it, every now and then you can start to see some trickling in of quality partnerships. And then from there, if you want to scale it, you got to, assign someone to it, hire an agency, hire someone fractional, hire someone in-house, but you need a dedicated resource ultimately. That's where a lot of affiliate programs fail. But because of what you stated, there's a lot of desire for affiliate marketing and interest in it because, hey, it can be run very profitably. I pay after the sales convert. I collect, it's really good for cash flow too, right? If you think about it, I get my net revenue, I get invoiced, that invoice is due 30 days later. Those affiliates get paid out usually 30 to 60 days later. And so for cash flow, it's great because even you got a lot of the awareness up front, the revenue was generated, and your bills really aren't due until, 30 to 60 days after the fact. So that can be, you can build that in to your marketing mix very successfully, but you have to have someone at the helm. They have to be, driving the program, again, doing the recruitment, negotiating terms with partners, things like that. And in terms of commission rates that are standard, I mean, you can do, as I said, you can do the average across all the programs that exist within your category and see if you can match it. But you're always going to have to lead with value first if you're not an established legacy household name brand. If Apple's launching an affiliate program from scratch, everyone's going to be on it at any terms that they're willing to accept, any terms that Apple is going to state, right? Or Nike or whoever. But if you're a startup brand, not only are you a very small marketplace, you're likely going to be low volume for that affiliate, but your terms might be a little too aggressive also. And I think I would say the other consideration when launching an affiliate program is truly understanding your margins, because yes, there's a commission you pay after the revenue is realized, but if it's a break-even effort, I mean, no one's excited for that. Or if it's a loss, obviously you're gonna have to cut it at some point. So really doing the math on what's the average in our space of commissions offered. Can we match that? Does it fit within our margin? What is the network fee? And is it a flat rate that they're going to take? Is it like a SaaS payment that network's going to take from us? Or is it a percent of revenue as well? Or a percent of the commission payouts to partners? Understanding how all your fees stack to then understand, if we generate X amount of revenue, what's the Y net, result of revenue after fees on that agency. That's management fees included, if that's how you want to count that, but specifically network fees and commissions as well. That's one thing that's overlooked all the time. So what I see is that there can be a lot of excitement in the early days on an affiliate program, especially as it's scaling. But I have seen more often than I can count successful programs being purposely scaled back once the finance or accounting team realizes how much is being paid out to this program, and all they see is an invoice goes up, right? What are we getting for that? And again, speaking to the variety of partners that you have within the program, it's not an invoice to the affiliate channel. It's a distribution of commissions to different types of advertising partners, right? So if you're going to cut back on the program because budgets are tight, quarter didn't result very well, every channel has to, take a little bit of a haircut. Understanding, which of those subcategories of partners you can pull from as opposed to the program as a whole, right? Let's not take from SEM because that's performing really well with an affiliate. Let's take from the media partners or the influencers. So you have to really understand your margins, I would say, with affiliate marketing. One thing that I'll add is with other performance channels where you're doing media buying, you can kind of set a budget, right? And you can kind of set these caps. So we don't like them. We don't want to see them. If we know that a channel is performing well and the ROAS is on target, we would like to see an uncapped budget, because if we're hitting all our KPIs, more just means more budget, more revenue at the same ROAS. It all just keeps scaling. But if needed, you can set those budget caps, right, on your CPCs or on the budget as a whole for the month. And when the money runs out, or you can kind of pace to that budget. With affiliate marketing, you really can't, which kind of is where some business leaders will trip up. They'll look at it the way they look at other performance channels and say, hey, we only want to give SCM, $1 million for the quarter. Can we do the same what's the budget you need for affiliate? I mean, I can give you an average forecast, but I don't really know, right? Because if more revenue is generated by more partners, as we're recruiting more partners within the affiliate program, costs are just going to continue to scale, right? So I can give you a sense of pacing, but you really can't cap this channel, because capping it means turning it off, right? Like you really can't cap an affiliate channel. So I think that can be a sticking point a lot of times as a program starts to really mature and really start to grow in volume, because pausing it means pausing partnerships with real people creating real content for you. It's not like pausing a performance channel where you just don't media buy for the last 2 days of the month or something. So not sure if that makes sense conceptually,
No,
but
no,
it's I've hit that situation a few times where, you've had to limit the budget of the affiliate channel. It's like, hey, I can't just turn it off.
The meta ad, you could turn a campaign off. With affiliate marketing, you're not going to reach out to that person and tell them to delete the blog post that's getting a ton of traffic. driving
Exactly.
A bunch of hits to your website.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. It's once it's on,
Hey guys, delete that post. Like that just doesn't.
it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of that content you're securing from these, creators of all content types are evergreen. What are you going to do? Just go and erase the internet, set them all at 0% commission to hit your budget, for the last week of the month. You're going to lose all those placements. You're going to redirect their links to competing programs. It's a unique situation that has been hit, in my experience before, and I'm sure there's other affiliate marketers that have hit that scenario.
So I loved it when you talked about margins and net profit and commissions paid. Can you do like a simple math for our listeners? Is like, all right, I'm a beauty product that sells $100 face serum. I have a 60% margin. How do you back into that with maybe what would be appropriate for an affiliate marketer to charge commission, and then kind of just like do some like napkin math for me for how you kind of think about that? $100 product, 60% margin, right? So then you like what's left over, and then like of that, then you've got your affiliate marketing manager fees, you've got your website fees, you've got all these other fees that you have with your business, your OpEx, your office fees, your shipping fees, right? Like it's very kind of little at the end of the day. So I don't know. It was interesting that you brought that up, saying that people had kind of had like an oh shit moment because they didn't think through the napkin math of where they need to be.
Yeah, one thing in my experience is that, especially as digital marketers, we're not always given the full picture from finance teams, right? We're just given targets, and so we don't always know how profitable the channels that we're running really are when it hits the bottom line. So I think that's why it's important to ask the CMO or whoever you're directly reporting to give you that rate, right? So if they tell you, we have 60% margin on this product, I'm going to take that as face value, as I have 60% to work with, right? Number one, I'm not going to set a $60 CPA on that $100 serum to affiliates that, at that point, it's just break even, assuming that is the true margin that's left over after all the line items that you described, like on a P&L or something. And so, but it is also a balancing act with asking the affiliates, like, hey, on average, what do you need? What's again, you can do some of this research yourself and say, hey, what's the landscape of competitors? What's the CPA that they're offering, the commission that they're offering? And can we even match that, right? You can get ahead of a lot of that on your own. But in that scenario, $100, AOV, $60 retained. That's what we have to work with once there's a sale that occurs. You're going to have to work with, let's say, now that I'm agency side, I have even less visibility into the inner workings of a business, of a client. And so I need to ask them, I need to get ahead of and this happens kind of at the prospecting phase of onboarding a new client. Like, give me, there's a lot that they maybe are not willing to share. Just, I get it. It's sensitive information, but that discovery phase of what's the true margin that we really have to work with here, and making them comfortable and saying, hey, I need to know the max payout, what's our ultimate ceiling here. I'm not going to make that offer to affiliates on day one as I'm recruiting them in. I just need to know that as I see successful affiliates really driving results and we want to invest further with them, how much more can I tick up their CPA? Maybe on this $100 AOV, we give them $30 CPA, right? We know that there's still $30 left over. So in the future, as I see, some really top performing partners move up the roster, maybe I can offer them 35, 40. I understand how close to that ceiling I am. But if I don't know what that is, we're just, at some point, we're going to scale things out of proportion in terms of cost. In my opinion, that information should be given to the affiliate manager. They should be asking for it, but it should be given to them. It shouldn't be some, you know, some
Mystery. Yeah.
treasure hunt that they're on to uncover what the true ROAS target, that they shouldn't be defining their own ROAS target. It should be given to them. So, but I would say lean on affiliates too. And if you throw out like a blanket ask to all your affiliates, they're all always going to ask for more and more and more, right? It's just natural. Especially if they see that they're generating revenue, like, hey, this ask is justified for you to increase my CPA.
Yeah.
But maybe pick a few that you have over time generated a really close relationship with, that you trust, and say, hey, like, just be honest with me. What's a competitive commission rate here that we can reasonably work on to move you up a couple more points? I want this to be mutually successful for us. What is the CPA you need? Here's the limiting factors that I have internally. I'm not going to tell you my ceiling, but I've, in more cases than not, I've had affiliates be very respectful of that and say, hey, I understand you're limited on what you can do. We're asking for more, and you'll kind of find that middle ground, and they'll tell you. It does result in better placements a lot of times. We move up the ranks on roundups, or they give us more value add across more content placements or more inclusions in YouTube videos, things like that. At the end of the day, it's how valuable over how long of a time period can I make this partnership? Because one good thing about affiliates is that the good ones that you've really nurtured a partnership with will always give you more than you're paying them for. Always. I've always seen that. It ultimately is a community of affiliates and affiliate managers that are trying to create win-wins for everyone. And that's not, not to speak ill of other performance channels, but you pay for what you get for, and that's it. And if the auction goes up, it goes up. And that's just the new price now. With affiliates, and it's like, hey, we've been partnered together for 2 years. I threw you guys in this extra video, just because, and they're going to earn on it. They're not doing it, just for the sake of the partnership only and the relationship that you have. They know that they're going to earn a little bit more, but there are a lot of value adds that come over time as well. So it doesn't directly answer your question of mathematically.
It does. Yeah, like exactly, like $100 beauty serum, 60% margins, and then $30 CAC that you can pay out to an affiliate.
Just be conservative with it, yeah, and work your way.
You've got $30 left over, and hopefully that's mutually beneficial to both partners, right? It's kind of just
and if the partner's happy with $30 CPA and there's $30 left over, you should be able to go to your CMO, your CFO, and any business leader you report to directly and say, hey, is this enough left over? You have to tell me. I don't know the answer to that, and if they're ambiguous about it or can't really tell you, that's concerning, but they should be able to give you that answer, right? They understand all the operating costs of the business, and they'll tell you, no, it needs to be 35, it needs to be 40 left over. Okay, let me see what I can do with affiliates to modify that.
So one of the things that I was thinking about is, are there better platforms than others when you're managing, we're not going to call it a channel, but right, there's like ShareSale, you can probably rattle off a whole bunch of different types of affiliate marketing platforms. Are there ones that you prefer over others? And now you're like, I'm not an affiliate marketer to these affiliates. This is just my advice. I'm not getting paid out. There's not going to be a link at the end of the show notes where Ivan's going to get a affiliate marketing commission for promoting his affiliate marketing channel, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I am not associated with any networks. I don't get a kickback for recommending any of them. But what I will say, in terms of recommendations for affiliate networks, you have a lot that they have legacy, they have history, they get highly recommended. They're at the conferences with their own, booths. They're doing their own lead gen that's pretty aggressive, and so it's normal to want to go with one that is pretty prominent in the affiliate space. But like anything else, I like to work backwards from the tactics that and the expectations that the CMO, any business leader that you're reporting to ultimately has for the affiliate program. If one thing I like to start with actually is asking the individual leading the affiliate program channel project is, what is your understanding of affiliate marketing? So back to the tactics, right? All these sub tactics and sub partnerships that you can run within affiliate program. a lot of times everyone kind of has their own understanding of affiliate marketing. We want to work with more endemic media. We want to work with more influencers. We're okay with media buying affiliates, right? So I think you need to understand that landscape first of what their expectations of an affiliate program are, and then you can pick the best platform for them. So I've seen, and I've done this myself, where I kind of stick with the platform that I'm comfortable with, that I have the most experience with, but it's not a match with the affiliate strategy that they want to lead with, right? And so maybe I picked a legacy platform, but they really want an influencer play within their affiliate program. And those they don't tend to match up very well. There are other platforms that are best suited for managing influencer, athlete, brand ambassador types of partnerships. And so you have to work backwards from the direction that, they're setting for the expectation of their program. So I always start with, if we're launching a new program, right? It's what's the type of partnerships that are allowed and not allowed. And then I can kind of go through my Rolodex list in my head of, okay, these are the 3 that I'll recommend, or these are the 3 that I won't. And sometimes it's pretty obvious, right? Like, it also depends on one thing I would say is be mindful of the contracts and the terms that the client or the brand you're working at is willing to sign. So there are platforms out there that require flat monthly fee with a minimum 6 to 12 month contract. Well, if it's a brand new program and it ends up not being successful 3 months in, you're stuck on this contract and now no one's happy, right? So be mindful also of kind of the scope of this project. How is it a test, or how much are they willing to commit to the affiliate channel? Same thing with SEM, meta advertising in general. It's not working. We don't want to be there anymore. It was a test. We've never done it. We're testing it for 3 months. We're going to redirect our budget somewhere else instead for whatever reason. You can shut it off. You're not committed to anything. But in the affiliate channel or with affiliate programs and platforms, just be mindful of the contracts that you're signing, because there can be promises made of what to expect in terms of results for the program that then maybe don't actually result. And now you're stuck with this SaaS agreement that you're being billed for. That is just, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation that I've seen. It's a combination of the recommending an affiliate platform, for me in this case, for a client, is always going to be a backwards process of, what do you understand affiliate marketing to be? What do you want it to be for your brand? What's your expectation for it? What are the payment terms in general with a platform that you want to have and not have? And then that narrows the window down to the few platforms that I would recommend in that scenario.
I love this. I feel like I just got a boot camp on affiliate marketing. Get it. Oh, this is great. Okay, so I have or 2 more questions. And you made me think of this because you said, Meta's not working, you turn Meta off, whatever. In your experience, if traditional performance marketing channels are not working for a brand, would you recommend affiliate marketing for them? Or would you say you kind of have to grow, the flywheel a little bit, and then that's when you layer in affiliate marketing? I'm just curious if I'm a brand, I tried Meta, or Meta was once working, it's not working anymore. We're getting beat up on costs all over the place. We're looking for a new way to grow. Let's try affiliate marketing. Ivan, help.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah. Again, the question is, what do you think affiliate marketing is? And what are the limiting factors that you're going to put on the affiliate channel specifically? So meaning, what types of affiliates can I work with and not work with within the program for you? And what are your margin limitations as well? So the very short answer is, if you're not investing in any other performance channels, I don't think affiliate marketing should be your first one. The affiliate manager in me, marketer in me, wants to say, yeah, go for it. It'll work anyway. But I personally haven't seen that be the case. I obviously could be wrong. I don't know everything and I don't have all the experience in the world. Maybe there are affiliate managers out there who have seen successful affiliate programs in which that is the only marketing effort by their client or that brand. I personally haven't seen it. The other thing to consider is, depending on how you structure your affiliate channel and the types of partnerships you allow into the program, you might see a very long lead time if it is your only channel, yet you're willing to commit to it, right? I tried Meta, I tried SEM, didn't work, or I significantly reduced the budget there because they're still on, but I want to test out affiliate also. I would say expect a longer lead time than those other channels and just be willing to commit to it for, in some cases 6-8 months, and some, depending on if you're only working with media or only working with creators, because that content turnaround is just, it's a lot longer, especially if you're looking for video content from creators. It's just a lot longer lead time. So yeah, I wouldn't in good conscience tell a brand, I mean, it's not going to cost them anything. There are legacy platforms they can launch a program on and do some manual recruitment, and they're only going to pay when revenue's generated. They're not locked into a contract. So I wouldn't say don't do it. I would say don't expect it to be, the channel that saves your business if the other performance channels didn't work out for you. There's no reason the other performance channels wouldn't be working, but affiliate would. If those didn't work, maybe it's speaking to something deeper about the brand or the market that you're in, etc. One other thing I would say too, though, is whether you're investing, and this is true for all performance channels. And I know that you're in the weeds with your clients on this all the time. And this is very much the case for affiliate too, is be mindful of how much effort you're putting into your own website and your own conversion rate optimization across your site. If it's like anything else, if it's difficult for the customer to navigate and your conversion rates are low, it's just going to reflect in this channel as well in your affiliate efforts. So I would say really take an honest look as to why other channels didn't work out for you, and don't look at it as like the Hail Mary. It's speaking to something bigger about the market that you're in, the product that you're selling. Have inventory is kind of a simple answer. You'd be surprised how many times things are just out of stock or back ordered, and a client can be challenging and asking why they're not seeing more revenue than otherwise they should be. It's you'd be surprised how much that comes up, and like, well, just you have lead times. Like it's that simple. There's no conversions to track. So it seems very basic, but that one comes up a lot, especially with small brands. It's just like, hey, we launched the program, we won't have stock until 3 months. Let's just kind of, let's hang tight to really invest on the recruitment side or seed some product. And, they restock. Now you're 4 or 5 months into the agreement with your client, and they're asking why there isn't 30-day results. Like, well, we had a ramp up period that wasn't really a ramp up. We were in a holding pattern for a while. So that comes up all the time too. But fix your site is a big one too. I think when I'll level this up to making the point of, especially as digital marketers in general, but especially as affiliate managers kind of early in their career, it's okay. I know it can feel risky, but you don't want to lose your job or ruffle any feathers, but it's okay to put the workload on the client or on the brand you're working for also a little bit, and challenge them and say, hey, here's everything that I'm doing on my end to make this affiliate channel as successful as possible. Here's everything I'm doing to recruit and to get our partners excited to work with us. But these are the things that I need you to do as well on the website, with the product line, with the pricing. Help me create some bundles, right? If our AOV is just too low, let's move the AOV up. Help me create some bundle landing pages so that the AOV can be higher. There's a lot of things. Like, I think it shouldn't be a one-way street on, expecting the operator of a digital marketing channel to be the one to drive all the success. It's mutual. We're all one team, right? And the product team, the web team, they all need to be focused on making the best website as possible, the best product as possible. Obviously, as one person, you can't fix everything, but I don't often see that it's a one-way street. It's not a two-way street a lot of times, right? And so one thing as I'm kind of maturing and getting older and doing affiliate marketing a little longer is I can kind of push my clients or the brands that I work with a little bit on, like, hey, how much have you invested on conversion rate optimization? How much are you doing, to understand the price sensitivity that customers have, and look at what your competition's doing, and you can't compete on price there anymore. What are we doing about new landing pages that might be more exciting? A simple PDP, like, how exciting are we making that? Are we does that have its own journey? Do we have reviews on the PDPs or wherever it's needed? Help me help you, because there's only an affiliate can praise the brand or the product, but the brand can miss a lot of those check boxes on praising their own product also, or praising their own brand as well and celebrating it, right? The affiliates can't do it all for you. They can only give you so much of an endorsement. When the customer lands on your site, if it's not consistent, it's not going to perform well. And that goes for all
Mhm.
performance channels, but it's the same for affiliate too.
Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, this is the Operate Business Podcast. It's all about reflection moments and enjoying the journey and reflecting back on what is entrepreneurship and marketing and the fun world that we get to be a part of. So my final question is, what are you most proud of, in this journey?
Most proud of. Let's see. I'll give you two answers. One is surviving. I'll say that. We didn't go into like my full journey from leaving the Starbucks days to where I'm at now, but maybe on another podcast on another day we can maybe talk about it. But it's been tough for a lot of people out there, right? And kind of to date this podcast a little bit, we all have friends that are in the unfortunate situation where companies are downsizing and they're now looking for work, right? And so I think maybe a bit of encouragement to all of our friends out there that are in that situation. It's you're successful still, even if you went through a downsizing event. I did, which is what led me into entrepreneurship and running my own agency. I just decided to make that pivot instead of looking for a job. And so I would say they're successful by staying consistent, and they will land somewhere. They will find something. They will start their own thing. So hopefully there's some encouragement there, even though it's kind of a more melancholy kind of topic. But I would say it's something to be proud of, both personally and trying to pass that on to others. And I would say the other is the amount of hands-on experience I've had in affiliate marketing, but brought on by others in my network. That's one thing that I can sit here and say, hey, through my own efforts, almost 10 years into this thing, I've been retail side, I've been brand side, I've been agency side. Now I run my own agency. That is something to be very proud of, but it's only been by means of others that have opened all those doors for me from day one, making it over to Jensen USA, because some regular at my store said, hey, this dude I think can do the job, and he gave me a chance. But that's happened multiple times across the board, and it still happens today. So I'm proud of the work I've done and the skills that I've acquired, but it's only been because others have given me that opportunity to learn it in some way, whether they knew they were doing it or not. But a lot of people have opened a lot of doors for me. So maybe that's the final bow on the encouragement that I'll give folks out there, is that there's others that will help you through this journey. It's not just you on your own, and that's something to be proud of for sure. The network of friends that I have in this industry.
Yeah. Yep. That's how we got connected, through a mutual friend.
Exactly.
Yeah. Super cool. So yeah, Ivan, how can people get a hold of you? Where should they find you? How can they get in touch with you?
Just LinkedIn. I'm pretty active there. That's the easiest way to go. I would love to be a podcaster like you and celebrate other people in the space, but I don't have the skill set for it. Just LinkedIn is it. I don't have any other channels that I'm active on, truly. Find me there, and I'd love to talk shop or just talk like this.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being on. I learned so much, and I know that anyone listening to this podcast will feel the same. So thanks so much, Ivan.
Yeah. Thank you, Rebecca. It was awesome.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Operate Business Podcast. If you got value from today's conversation, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an insight-packed episode. If you're feeling generous, leave us a review. It helps more business builders like you find the show. Got a story or a question you'd love us to cover? Connect with us at FalllineDigital.com. That's FalllineDigital.com. Until next time, keep pushing forward, keep learning, and don't forget to enjoy the journey.